3 minutes now to the gentlewoman from California, Ms. Katie Porter.
Gentlewoman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, our country needs energy to flourish. Democrats know that means authorizing energy projects. The law requires corporations to engage with communities, follow our bedrock environmental principles, and ultimately advance projects that offer greater benefits than costs. Whether it's oil, natural gas, solar, or wind, the standard is the same. We shouldn't move forward until we know that the project delivers for consumers, taxpayers, and communities. Unfortunately, HR1 would eliminate that determination and instead put corporate interests, like big oil, in charge of what energy projects get authorized. HR1, the Polluters Over People Act, gives billions of dollars in taxpayer-funded subsidies to big oil and gas. It would let fossil fuel companies hoard thousands of unused leases, require the authorization of drilling on federally protected lands, give unilateral authority to corporations to create their own environmental impact statements, and force taxpayers to pay to clean up hazardous mining waste. Congress should be doing the right thing by looking at reforms that protect taxpayers when approving energy projects. That's why I offered an amendment that would require oil, gas, and coal companies to put up a bond that actually covers the cost of cleaning up their messes from drilling and mining. That way, American taxpayers aren't on the hook to foot the billions of dollars needed to find and plug abandoned wells. Unfortunately, protecting the taxpayer from cleaning up big energy's messes from drilling and mining is too controversial for my colleagues across the aisle, and my amendment was not put on the floor for a vote. But we can still come together in a bipartisan manner. We can and should enact permitting reform that protects American taxpayers. That's why I'm submitting an amendment for the record that requires the Secretaries of Energy and Interior to certify that this bill would lower costs for American consumers and ban oil and gas exploration on protected public lands. These changes protect us all from footing the costs of big energy's record-high profits. To my colleagues across the aisle, you have an opportunity to prove to your constituents back home that you are putting them over polluters. Will you stand up for consumers and taxpayers to lower costs, or will you do the bidding of big energy? This amendment puts that question to each of us. Are we for the people or for polluters? And with this vote, you'll show your allegiance. Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to add the text of this amendment to the record.
The gentlelady's request will be covered under general leave.
I yield back.